So, good morning everyone. I am Aaron Galvez.
And I'm Gabriel Ortega.
We are here today to present our research proposal entitled K-12, A Key to Success, a comparative study between K-12 and all basic education curriculum in terms of satisfaction.
Almost 50% of students' population, even parents, still don't know what K to 12 all about, or what's the differences of K to 12 from all basic education, and the other half know K to 12 but still clueless why K to 12 is better than the old curriculum. That's why we came up with the idea of researching about the advantages and disadvantages of both curriculums. Here's a statement of the problem with a question with two curriculum which is K to 12 and all basic education, who is the one who satisfied your expectations in terms of knowledge earned, financial loss, and outcome benefits. We came up with this kind of problem because our goal for this study is to compare K to 12 all basic education in every aspect. Let's proceed to the significance of the study. The result of this study could be highly significant and beneficial for the following. The students. The direct recipients of the output of the study are the students who will are currently taking the curriculum. For them to know and fully understand the advantages and disadvantages of both curriculums. The parents. Of course, parents must know what's good for their children so that besides student parents is also a direct recipient of the study. Many parents are against on the new curriculum which is K to 12. This research will help them to understand the differences and benefits of both curriculums. And lastly, the future researchers. The study may help and can be used as a reference of futurist researcher who pick same topic about satisfaction of K to 12 and all basic education curriculum. For the next slide is review of related literature. Our first RL contains research study entitled Story of Teen Narrative Inquiry into Experiences of First Philippine K-12 Graduate by MacArthur Maravilla. I assume that this is somewhat related because it contains the idea of how much differences the K-12 have than old curriculum. The next one is also a research entitled Issues on Sustainable Education in the Philippines. The K-12 Basic Education Curriculum Conundrum by De Leon and Culala. It tackles issues about K-12 which is lead to comparing both curriculums based on teaching method. And last one is based on study entitled Understanding the K-12 Educational Reform written by Alonso 2015. Stated that the Enhanced Education Act of 2013 seeks to improve the basic education system of the Philippines by strengthening its curriculum and lengthening the number of years of education from 12 to 10 years. The history of the reform is revisited and its legal basis, main features, relevant orders, and implications for higher education are discussed. Concerns about its initial implementation are raised, and a call for all stakeholders, particularly teachers who are the principal agents of instruction, is made to make the reform work for the benefit of Filipino learners. Objectives of the study: to evaluating the impact of K-12 and all basic education curriculum, to assessing the level of satisfaction of every aspect of both curriculum, to analyzing the difference and benefits between K-12 and all basic education.
Next chapter is we will tackle theoretical background. Many theories are related in implementing new curriculum from old to new, innovation. Some of these are Gardner multiple intelligence. You might have heard, might heard, especially when in a circle of seniors, that old education system is better than the modern education system. At this point, Brunner's constructivism theory are the most known theory on that case. Comparing K to 12 and old basic education is like choosing between robotic or creative mind, memorization or critical thinking. All in all, there is benefits on both sides. Now, we are on hypothesis. We have here a null hypothesis which is K to 12 curriculum is believed to be better than basic education. If the results are contrary on null hypothesis, we have here an alternative hypothesis, which is all basic education is believed to be better than K to 12 curriculum. Now let's proceed to propose data gathering. This study will use a 5-point Likert scale survey method where they put their feedback based on many aspects. 5 being highest, which is strongly agree, and 1 as the lowest, which is strongly disagree. The respondents of this study are the ones who have relative who graduated or currently taking both curriculums. 100 total of respondents will be calculated. Survey will be executed via online through Google Form. The next one will be proposed data analysis. As you can see on the screen, that must be the final result using descriptive statistic. We use descriptive statistic which is under on statistical analysis because this method are the most compatible on our proposed data gathering method. On the next slide, you will see how gathered data will compute it to get final solution on the problem. We have here a sample of scale distribution. Scale stand for the point which is 5 to 1 or strongly agree or strongly disagree. Frequency stand for PO, number of people who voted for each scale. Weighted score is from frequency multiplied to scale, you will add them to get a total. After getting total, it must divide it on a number of respondents. Overall, getting the mean per skill distribution, you will get a general weighted mean, which is have a verbal interpretation. Verbal interpretation are the one who will give a solution on the statement of the problem. And we'll tackle next recommendation.
For the recommendation, the K-12 programs had something that needs to be on top of the government's priorities because this was believed to be the solution of all the problems that the country is facing today. Different researchers had been conducted to know the things that needed to be worked on under the implementation of this new curriculum that gave different perspective among teachers, parents, and students. Thus, this paper would like to recommend the following. 1. The engagement of teachers into different training and seminars must be maximized to make sure that they possess the necessary competencies and skills to deal with the students who will become part of this new curriculum. 2. School facilities. Laboratory and instructional materials must be enhanced for this new curriculum to make sure that learnings were supported among the students. 3. Schools should focus on engaging students into different research activities where they can create inventions to develop self-confidence and independence. And 4. Further researches must be conducted to identify and to keep on track the progress on this new curriculum. And here are the references. That's all. Thank you for listening. Any questions are welcome.
Thank you.